My name is Hans Kim. I'm in the van right now, right next to downtown Austin. Had a good time. Hooked up to some restaurant's Wi-Fi that I ordered from earlier today. Um, just having a good old time, enjoying life, having a blast. Hoping that this is working. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've been able to do this. I've been out on the road in the van, roughing it, trying to set forth new paths that have not been forged yet. So it's just taken a while for me to find a stable internet connection so that I could do this. And it's really great to be back doing another live podcast by myself. This is like so much fun for me. And it's very empowering because I don't need anything or anyone else besides my own wits and an internet connection provided by some unwitting business or a beautiful friend of mine. Um, I really enjoy being able to do this, so this is cool that I can do it again and that I've been able to find a restaurant with an amazing Wi-Fi connection that goes all the way out into the street. So it's hard to do this on a regular basis like I used to. So it's good that I'm able to do this. I just did 5 open mics tonight. Look like you're having a blast, LOL. Thanks, man. This is my having a blast face. Can't you tell I'm having such a blast? Hello from the South Carolina. Cheers from Deutschland. I farted. So yeah, I'm in this public parking area. It's like a diagonal slanted fucking parking area where you can park diagonally, and then like there's people next to me. It's Thursday night. It's 2:28 here in Austin, Texas. I don't know what the fuck these people are doing, but they're yelling. And then there's homeless people directly behind me. It's kind of a mess, and that's where I'm streaming from. Hans, I did my second stand-up set last night. Open mic, but it went well. You inspired me to finally get up there. Thanks, man, for saying that I inspired you, and that's awesome that you did great. You are a beautiful human being, and your voice deserves to be heard, and I'm glad that you went out there and practiced having a voice and making it a beautiful one, and one that's pleasant and not so unpleasant. But yeah, it's great. Hans Kim, can you do a show in Ohio? I'll take all my friends, parentheses, to, close parentheses, to see you. I would love to go do a show in Ohio, home of Red Band and Tony. I did 5 mics tonight. It was great. The secret show was tonight. I wasn't on it. The secret show was amazing. There was this other guy that went on there. I forget his name, but he was very alternative and very funny. What's Red Band like in real life? In real life, he's like really, really he's like he's willing to listen to you, and he's really nice. And one time I was talking to him, and then I said something that was awkward or weird, and then he was like, okay, hold on. And he like put his vape to his ear, and then he walked away, and then he was like, this is this crazy thing you can do. You're an amazing comic, dude. Keep up the grind. Thanks for saying that. Thinking of eyelid surgery? Yes, I already told you. I'm thinking of this surgery right here. I'm dreaming of this. Hopefully I can be doing this soon once I get the surgery. But yeah, the grind is real. I did 5 open mics tonight. I did number 1, Volstead with Kat Struble. Thank you for putting me up early. Open mic host and amazing comic Kat Struble. Check her out on the socials. Number 2, the thing that I did after that is Velveeta Room, an actual club, amazing mic, actual audience. Number 3, hopefully there's no gunshots here tonight, because this is like a place where there's a lot of gunshots. A lot of gang activity is here. Number 3 was Tiniest Bar, tiny little bar outside. Really, a lot of dudes, a lot of open micers there. That was number 3. Number 4, Roma Room, hosting the open mic and having a good time. Number 5, Creek in the Cave, Midnight Mic. Went up there for a bunch of comics who were sad, and all the audience actually left. But I had a good time. I have this new joke that I think is pretty good. So you'll just have to wait and see. This coming Monday, Kill Tony comes out, and it's one where the guest is very good and handsome and sexy and funny and beautiful, and it's just like such a good time, and hopefully you like it. So that was fun. I had good sets at certain places, some good sets in other places. I heard there's some shit going down tonight. Don't say that. I'm so scared. My hair, I'm showering a lot today. I showered today. I went to the gym. Don't like my hair when I shower a lot. That's why I hate showering. I refuse to shower because I need beautiful hair. That beautiful shine on my hair. So I do want a gun. I do want to stay strapped, because that's an important part of my life, is being able to enact physical violence whenever I feel like it. I think it'd be nice to do that. I just don't have a Texas license thing, so it's hard to get a gun in Texas. I know, it's so crazy. You'd think that it's Texas, you'd be able to buy a gun here like that, but it's not that easy. Dude, how do you get paid at Kill Tony other than exposure? $100? Yeah, actually $5,000. Hans, I'm in the same parking lot as you. We neighbors. I don't think so, Darren Wingirder, because I didn't smell your fart. What music do I like? I like indie and alternative and bluegrass. So yeah, I can do martial arts, but I think the best martial art is running away or being a really nice person that nobody wants to hurt. It's tricky in a van because people might murder me with a stray bullet, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm guessing that there aren't that many stray bullets around here. The thing I like about this is that I'm not just on the street. Like, only my ass end is out on the street, which is where my head goes when I sleep. But, you gotta take some risks. At least it's not like I can't get broadsided as easily here. So, yeah, I mean, what else is going on? There's so much going on. Sometimes I'm really depressed and stuff because I'm only thinking about myself in the way that the worst people see me, that hate me the most. Because those are the ones that make the biggest impact on your life, because they're like negative, and it's like, oh shit. It's just more interesting to think about negative people than positive people in my life. Like, there's 100,000 positive and then one negative person that I focus on. But, it's just crazy because it's not really like a big deal, because those people should not define me. And I hope that they don't, and I don't think that they do. But yeah, I'm just trying to have a good time, and do I really need to fuck someone all the time? Sex is so overrated. I don't even like sex anymore. I just thought myself out of sex, and it's like, now I don't have to do that anymore, and it's like, oh wow. It's like, do girls, are they even like worth changing myself for? Or should I just like be like a happier version of the person that I am, and then I'll get laid more or whatever? But who cares? It's good that I'm alone so that I can do this podcast or live. Don't think too much about all that. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm lonely, and so like I'm sad because I'm lonely, but it's like I don't really care. I shouldn't take myself and my emotions that seriously. But Alex Jones is very nice to me. I saw Alex Jones in the green room when I walked in for when I was opening up for Joe Rogan last Tuesday, and he was like, "This guy's a funny guy. This guy's a funny guy. This guy's a funny guy. Joe Rogan." So he said I was funny, and it's Alex Jones saying that, and I don't know why he thinks that or what he's basing that on, but I'll take his word for it. If he thinks so, it must be true. You have stage 1 gay. I wish. Maybe if I got fucked in the butt, I'd be really, really happy. Yeah, so life's been crazy. I've been watching Succession at Tony's suggestion, a Succession suggestion, and I've been really enjoying it, even though it's just people talking and yelling at each other. It's still fun in some ways. I'm gonna look at Danny Quigley's Facebook story. Oh my god, the internet here is so good. Oh, Danny Quigley is back at the CRC, which is in Georgia Tech, and it's where I spent a lot of time playing basketball. And they got like 6 courts. They're separated by like this mesh, and the games there would be crazy. It's just like bunch of African Americans that are tall and big, and then like 2 white people, and it's just like so much competition, and it's just so good. That's why I mentioned the races, because it's Atlanta, and it's like real basketball and like people who are actually good. But then if you're really good, it's like, what are you even doing here? Like, you're like in college on a college team. Like, why are you playing with a bunch of scrubs? So that's like, there's a ceiling to that, but it's like pretty competitive, and like people really, like, it's so crazy because people are like, everything's ruled by money, but then you go to the CRC and watch people play basketball, and then they get paid nothing. They're doing it for free, and it's just fun. They're doing it for the glory, so for the reputation, so that when people see them, they're like, oh, it's this guy coming up. And that's all we need. All we need is each other's approval, and that really set me up for open mics. It's the same sort of vibe. It's like, we're not doing it for the money, we're doing it because we love to do it, and this is such a naturally, inherently interesting, competitive thing that we like to do, where we like to compete with each other. So it's really cool. Getting those internet routers that some van lifers have, I would love to. I'm seeing big black dudes. I've been to Joe Rogan's home. I have not been to Joe Rogan's home. If I went to Joe Rogan's home, I would just be bowing and being respectful and just trying to keep my arms in so that I don't have like a moment in Pirates of the Caribbean where he breaks the chandelier. So I would just try to be really, really nice. You emailed George yet to get on Tiger Belly? Why would I... What would I be like a guest on there, like calling in through Zoom? Because unless I'm gonna go there in person, and they have like big guests on there, so it's not like I could compete with them. So I don't feel like I'm worthy enough to get on Tiger Belly yet. But maybe in the future. That's a great suggestion. I'd love to do it. What's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss? I did a coin toss to see if I would quit my job at Quiznos when I was working there in high school, and the coin flipped to quit my job. And it's just like, why would I do this job for the experience? Because the money is like good, but it's like, I'm in high school, I don't really need it. Yeah, I mean, it's just so crazy out there. So everyone, every time I do a podcast or do anything, people are like, you're high, you're high, you're high. I'm not high. I wish I was high. I didn't smoke at all, didn't drink at all today. I'm trying not to smoke because I have a really sensitive throat, but yeah, I haven't done any drugs. It's not like I wouldn't. I would if I could. I'd love to do drugs. Drugs are a great way to feel happy. It helps me remind... Did you hear that? I think that's a homeless. It reminds me how to be happy, so that's important. So yeah, I mean, I would love to do drugs. This stream is brought to you by this restaurant that I'm in front of. Thank you for the Wi-Fi. I went in there, ordered some food, and then I took their Wi-Fi. And now I get to park in front of their house, in front of the restaurant when they're closed. Their Wi-Fi is still on, and I am streaming. Hopefully they don't check their logs. And I'm like, why is it spiking in the middle of the night? We should not give our name or password out. How many push-ups can I do? I can do probably like 30, maybe 40 if I really try. But yeah, I've been working out. Hopefully you can tell. My arm. I'm really insecure about how thin my arms are. Um, but yeah, I've been working out, so I just try to be more strong. I think it's good to be strong. I think it helps my neck. I have a neck injury. But yeah, I'm enjoying life. I'm doing a lot of things, and I'm doing whatever I do. Um, you're in your van? Yes, I'm in my van. I would show you outside, but I'm afraid that there's going to be a homeless person looking in. Oh, yeah. There's someone there. So yeah, it's crazy because it's just like right there's like people right outside and they don't realize that I'm in another universe right now talking to the internet and they're just out there being homeless and stuff. Uh, have you seen why are you insecure about your arms? Have you seen the size of your head? Man, yeah. The bigger the head, the smaller the arms. I don't have to have big arms. I can just ram my head into people. Cops ever bother you in your van? Not yet. I have never been bothered by a copperoonie in the van. I've been pulled over in the van for being high. I went to this dune buggy place, Imperial Mountain in California or something, and then I went to the aid station. I was like, is there anywhere to camp here that's like not so like crazy? There was a bunch of white people being like Trump supporters there and like gathering their RVs up and like they have like their own village there and it's like they're dune buggying all over the place. It's not like a pleasant place to camp because everyone has their ATVs and UTVs and it's like dusty and it's like yeah, I mean, why would you go out into the middle of nowhere and then just hang out with a bunch of other people? It's like the city. Like you can't drove out all this way to be with other people. Anyways, so then I asked them, is there anywhere else to camp? And then they were like, yeah, over here. And then I was like, oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm so awkward. I'm really high right now. And then I drove away. And then those medics in the medic tent that I just asked that question to told the cop. And the cop was like, oh, a guy said he was high and he's driving. Let me go chase him down. And then he like, you said you were high. You can't be high. You're a bad person for being high and driving, even though I know everyone does it. And I'm in California. You're technically on federal land, so I can be a dick to you, even though the people of California voted that this isn't a big deal and that they want to live in a state with marijuana. I'm still going to be a dick because it's a rule and I get to enforce whatever rule I want. And I get to do a culture war on you. So yeah, and then he was just like, you can't drive back home. Call your friend, tell him to come pick you up. I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do that. I was like, have you read the studies on the marijuana effects on driving? And he's like, I don't have to read that study. But then I just decided to take that part where he just said, I don't have to read. And I was like, yeah, because you're a dummy. And he's like bothering me. So yeah, and then he was like, you can't drive. And then he was like, okay, I'll call my friend. And then he drove away. And then I just drove in my van and drove off. And it was like waste of like an hour and a half. So yeah, that's the only time a cop bothered me in the van. It's like, why shouldn't I be allowed to live in my van? If I want to live in my van, it's like, I'm only hurting myself. And isn't this the land of the free? Like I have to live in a certain way in a certain house and pay a certain amount of money in the land of the free. Like shouldn't I be able to be like a pioneer and hitch my wagon and leave and be crazy and do whatever I want? Like that's what America was built on. I have to have a house. You have to have an address we can come find you and fuck with you at. Yeah, I'm a step ahead when the apocalypse hits, so it's like crazy. Yeah, I attended college. I even graduated a college called Georgia Institute of Technology with a degree in mechanical engineering, Bachelor of Science, and I'm not using it. And I think it's great to do so that I can be like, hey, look, I'm smart. Like, see, I don't have any insecurities. I could have been like you. I just chose not to. So that's the only thing my college degree is good for, is not making me intellectually insecure around other smart people or smart people. I don't want to say that I'm smart. What do you think of Asian girls that dye their hair blonde? I think they're hot and sexually attractive, and I don't want to stick my dick deep inside their vaginas. IDK if that's what America was built on, but I hear you, brother. Well, America was definitely not built on people living in their vans, but America was built on people traveling west in wagons. You know, it's like, I don't need to live in a house. Like, why should we enforce houseness on everyone? What's 5 times 14 is 70. Yep, I'm right. Should I make my kids go to college? That's such a tricky question. On one hand, if you make them go to college, then they're set up for the world and they're set up for the way things exist right now, and they have a head start in some ways. But on the other hand, like, everyone has a college degree, and like, they're not even set up for like a job. Like, if you really want to set them up with a job, just give them 100 grand and be like, here's 100 grand that I would have given you for college. Take this and live your life and try to do something crazy. And that would be probably a better time than going into this rote memorization school where you're just going to do everything like everyone else does it. Like, do you want your kids to be like everyone else, or do you want them to be awesome? I would say give them a van and let them live their life in a van or something. I don't know. College. You should do whatever that is best for that kid. If your kid is sort of like a bookworm and he doesn't really think outside the box and he's good at like sitting in a cubicle and farting on command in the bathroom during breaks, then get him in a college. But if your kid is like a free spirit and he's suffering in this shitty system that we have where we make children sit still for 6 hours, then get them out of the van or get them out of the college, put them into somewhere awesome. Know any good mechanics? Dude, living in a van, I used to live in a minivan before this. I used to live around mechanics and just indulge in their lifestyle, and it's like a really crazy place. Yeah, I mean, if you do crypto and you live in a house, good for you. It's cool that you can do something like that and have a life, but for me, like, I don't want to do crypto, and so I don't, and I live in a van so I can do comedy. Like, if I do comedy a lot, maybe I could live in a house eventually, but at the moment, I couldn't have done that, so then I did this, and I really enjoyed the opportunities that I got from this, and I think a homeless guy's yelling outside. But yeah, I mean, not everyone can do that. Definitely piss in the bottle. Way off the road, bub. Way of the road, bub. But here's the thing. If you piss in your bottle and you drink it, then your kidneys have to do more work. And your kidneys are going to get fucked up if you drink too much piss. Yeah, kindergarten. You pulled your hair out when you were in kindergarten. Shit was stressful for some reason. I wonder why. We take you away from your parents and surround you with strangers, and then we're like, "You're safe here. Believe me, or else." It's not a natural way. We just industrialized education and made us into little cogs and factory little widgets, and that's not what humans are. We don't have a clear conception of how to take care of humans and be nice to them, and we don't know how to fucking help and nurture humans because we don't know what humans are. We're just treating humans badly because we don't know ourselves. So it's weird because if I don't hold on to this, it starts buzzing. When you come into Houston, I'm coming to Houston January like 9th or something, or 11th or 12th. I'm headlining a show at the Secret Group, so let me know if you want to go. Hans, what's your women weight limit? There's some fat girls that can contain it well and they still look beautiful, but if I'm gonna be with them long term, my weight limit's probably like 150 max. I'm 165, so if they're 150, I can still have 15 pounds above them. I'm still a weight class above them, which is important because people like to be dominated sometimes. And what are my thoughts on Travis Scott? I think that he ran a very poor festival. He didn't organize it properly. He didn't think about what he was doing. He just sort of did it, and it was a mess, and it killed people, and he needs to be more competent. I talked to this girl who says that she used to be classmates with Travis Scott, and he was always making beats and having meetings in a cafe in a mall, and stuff like that. And he wasn't that cool, and now he's cool, so whatever. I'm in the van. You look like you're torturing yourself. Okay. What will it take to move into a house? Steady income, paycheck that gives me at least $1,000 every month. I open for Rogan, and that gives me a lot. So if I could open for Rogan 3 times, times 2, so 6 times a month, then I could live in a house. But that's so unreliable. Like, I can't rely on it. Like, until I can actually rely on it and have like a steady income, then I'm not going to do it, because I can do everything I want in this van. And plus it lets me be out more. I'm always out because there's no home for me to go to. I'm so sad. Yeah, my eyes are open. Maybe if I hold it up here, then it'll be like, my eyes are open, but I don't know. Should I open my eyes artificially so that I don't look so fucking weird? I would tell you how much Rogan pays me, but no, he doesn't pay me 160 for opening for him. Eyes are overrated. That's true. I barely have any, and I'm a regular on Kill Tony. Hey, man, what was Hitler like? And then his friend Tanis. OMG are the best. Red Rose, Yellow Rose. I like Stormy, so I like Yellow Rose. But yeah, I mean, why did I go to Texas? I came here to Texas because I was longing for an adventure. I'd already been in Los Angeles. I already knew what that city held for me and what that ladder looked like. But Austin, Texas was a new adventure. There was gold to be found. There was strange ladders to climb, and it's just different, and it's just a fun thing, you know. So I decided to go there. How long until Hans Kim realizes he's getting played by the comedians? Opens for it. Yeah, I'm getting played by Joe Rogan. If Joe Rogan wants to play me, please play me. I'd be honored to be played by Joe Rogan, and I'm not. I'm getting a lot of money. The strange ladder I climbed is a ladder of Austin open mics and comedy. I mean, even before I did the Kill Tony thing, I was like known in the scene, and I was just happy to be here, and hopefully I can keep being happy to see people and being happy to be in the scene and talk to people. Writing new material? Yeah, I wrote today about how fix the audio on your dating show, bro. Okay, so the dating show, the last 2 weeks, there was no audio guy. Raymond is his name. He was supposed to be there 5:30, showed up at like after the show started. So the audio was fucked. And then the second time, he just quit. He didn't show up. So don't blame me. Blame the fucking audio guy. He's supposed to show up and do his fucking job, but he decided to fucking not do it. You fucking idiot. Show up. The show is relying on you. This guy, he just didn't show up. But hey, the good thing is that the product still was there. To me, I didn't know the audio was that shitty while it was happening. So I'm not gonna change it. For me, I just went through the paces. So I'm learning. I'm getting better. And now with the audio fixed, hopefully the show will be good, and I'll have practiced doing the show. So hopefully it'll be fine. If I lived in Austin, I would have done it for free. Damn. Red Band smells like ketchup and mayo. Red Band is not smelly. He's a very clean man who lives in a house. M. Wahlberg, great quote. I'm the guy that does his job. You must be the other guy. Hey, do you hang out with Red Band's Korean girlfriend? Do I hang out with Red Band's Korean girlfriend? I mean, I hang out with Red Band and his Korean girlfriend, who's a very nice lady. I hang out with a lot of people. But yeah, I mean, we know each other. We're nice and to each other, and she's like a nice person, and she's like really nice. And then we hang out, and she's really really nice, and I really respect her. Oh my God, I think I saw a ghost. That's William Montgomery ghost hunting. I think that it's great that we get to do all this stuff. I'm Korean. I really, really enjoy the Kill Tony experience. I think it's really cool and really fun. I touched William. William always touches me. He like scratches my chest with one finger. He always goes like that on my chest. Shouts out from Norway. How do you shower? In a gym. I have a gym membership now. And it's so fucking awesome because the gym I've been working out like multiple days now, and I hope that I can continue it. And it's just great because the gym helps me feel better physically, and I do a little rehab and I get stronger. And hopefully I can fix my neck. Yeah, I mean, Squid Games was a great show. Squid Games was fun. I enjoyed it. I think the best thing about Squid Game is the friendship and the camaraderie. That's is how you survive in a survival situation. It's not how many guns you have or how many cans of Spam. It's how well do you work with others, and the friendships and the romances that you do when you are in a situation like that. And I think like a lot of relationships are not that practical. A lot of relationships are like a distraction from life, and then when you actually have to do something, it's a different thing entirely. Um, so I sorry. I yeah, I mean it helps to have friends with guns. Guns help. Um, how do you delineate between material for Kill Tony versus using it for a normal show? I just make an educated guess. Like I think this will work on Kill Tony. Okay, here I go. La, blah, 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 blah. And it's always successful. And I hope you guys don't hate the next episode. But yeah, I mean, I love doing this Kill Tony. I feel like I need to do better. I feel like I want to kill soon. Um, Yeah, I always worry about running out of material for Kill Tony. I want to do better. I want to do good. I want to be a good comedian. So that's just that's just my life. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I am not that short. I'm 5'11". I would love to be friends with Eddie Bravo. He can show me how to wrap my legs around somebody and make them fall in love with me. He's still saving the scissor joke for next KT. I did the scissor joke already. It's on the record. So, why am I melting? I don't know. Am I melting? So yeah, I mean, my life is going pretty good. How tall is Swiggy? I think he's a little bit shorter than me. Why am I awake? I slept a lot recently, and now I'm awake. I get lonely at night. Yes, I do, and it's very, very sad. And I'm such a sad little boy. No, I mean I'm fine. I I'm not that short. Um, I I think that height is pretty cool. I mean, if you're taller, you're gonna not live as long, but while you're alive, you're gonna be more awesome. And if you're short, you're gonna live a long time. And you can watch all your tall friends die. So that's pretty cool. Chris M asks, so is this live? Yeah, it's live. Any material on Ghislaine Maxwell? Not really. I mean, I don't really know much about the situation. It's like, what's the deal with her? She's just like some dude that got little girls for people to fuck. Um, um, so how do you get yourself to practice your craft when you're not in the mood? It's just a habit. Like it's for me, I've been doing it almost 9 years now. So it's just like whenever, I'm bored, it's like, oh, is there a mic tonight? Let's go do a mic tonight. And then it's like, I don't even have to think about it. I just fucking do it. Because it's just my life. Like you don't have to think about like, do I want to go to work today? You just go to work. That's just what you do, and that's for me. Comedy is that, and it's like even if I don't feel like it, I never realize it because I'm already on my way to a mic, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be on stage in 5 hours. Let me think of something. Oh fuck, what if I said this? What if I said that? And then it's like I don't have to think about whether I want to do it or not. I don't listen to myself. I ignore my wants and desires like it's a little kid in the back seat crying. I don't want to go out. I'm scared. What if I don't do it? It's like, shut up. We're going. We're on the road already. So it's just a habit. Like it's just like I'm out. I'm doing it, and it's fun. It's fun as fuck to be out there. Like even if the comedy's not fun, hanging out with people is fun, and even if hanging out with people isn't fun, hanging out with your people is fun. And even if hanging out with your friends isn't fun, hanging out with like other comedians who are successful is fun. So you can like talk to them and be like, hey, I'm this comedian and you're that comedian and we're forging together our brands right now. What a great experience we're having. So yeah, it's just so fucking awesome. I don't think Stephanie Tanner, isn't she from Full House? So what do you think of Shane Gillis? I think Shane is so fucking funny, and he's only been doing comedy like 9 years or something, and he's like a wunderkind. He's very funny. He thinks Chinese people in Chinatown are disgusting or something, and it's like, yeah, that's what they look like. Like, they're not acting like normal. They're not like doing their best to appear normal. They're like in Chinatown doing crazy shit, not giving a fuck, just living their life like they're back in the Sichuan province. So yeah, people are gonna think you're weird because you did absolutely no work to make people at ease and feel comfortable. So yeah, people are gonna be weirded out at Chinatown, like they know that they do that on purpose. So yeah, people are gonna talk shit about Chinatown. So why don't you just relax on the Shingulas Asian whatever. You smoke the ganjans? Yes, I smoke the ganja. I love the ganja. Where I need a little ganja. Where's my ganja? Are the glasses just a prop? Nope. I need them to see. I love my glasses. Sometimes I wish I didn't wear them because it's just like a thing on my face. I don't like having shit on my face. But then I got used to it, so it's like also it creates little indents in my nose. It's just like all that constant pressure, and I wonder if that prevents me from breathing properly. But ideally, I would go no glasses. I think I look better without glasses. I think with glasses, I look like there's something on my face, and I want to go no glasses more. I don't wear glasses on this because I wear these headphones so that I can hear myself and really be in the zone. And with glasses on, it's just annoying because they're like sticking out right here, and it's just fucking painful in my ear sometimes. Try binoculars. Try just wearing binoculars all the time so you can see things really, really far away. Yeah, I mean, I don't always need eye protection from rocks being thrown at my eyes. I just tend to avoid anywhere that has rocks being projected over long distances. Ever experienced racism in Texas? I mean, the city is designed, this whole state is designed for racism. I mean, but I haven't really experienced it, just more like general, oh, you're not whiteness. Whenever I go to like a bar in like deep Texas, it's like, you ain't from around here, are you? But then they see so many minorities, they can't be doing that to everyone. So it's like there's a healthy balance of overt versus covert racism, but also sometimes it's not really racism. They're just like wary of outsiders, no matter if they're white or not. But if you're not, it's just more apparent. Hey bro, you like dragons? Your eyes look closed without them, no joke. Yes, I do not care. I want to not wear glasses because they hurt my face. I saw your video. Give it up. Thanks, man. Are you in your van? Texas is designed for racism because of suburban sprawl, white flight, and because the downtown area is like they have like a fucking highway right in the middle of it. Do you feel people judging you when you eat a hot dog? Can I send you a t-shirt? Sure. Send it to the Vulcan. Going to smoke with... Wish me luck, sweet Korean prince. Going to smoke? Wish you luck? What's gonna happen if you're unlucky when you smoke? Okay, so what do you guys think about the general theory of relativity? I've never gotten a nasty throat infection from the strippers. I haven't kissed a stripper in a while now. I need to refill my stripper... Whatever. My stripper tank. How do you know a joke will do better than another joke? Isn't that entirely trial and error based? Yeah, it is a lot of trial and error, and also how you feel about it. If you like enjoy saying it, then you're gonna say it more, and then if you get a lot of positive reactions, you're gonna enjoy saying it more. And if you get a lot of negative reactions, you're going to be like, for some reason, I don't feel like saying this joke right now. I don't know why, but let me try it anyways. Oh, that was why. death, desolation, smog, dragon. Oh, fire. Do you do your KT material for the first time on stage, or do you work it out during this week? Usually I work it out during the week, but one time I didn't do that, and I don't know, it went alright. I wish that I had more time to perfect the bits sometimes, so I try not to do it right away. I try to let the joke breathe and give myself some time to do it, because otherwise it's not that good. Do you prefer short talks with friends or long, deep conversations? I prefer long, deep conversations. I hate it when people say, "So how's your day been?" That's a sign that the conversation is dead. There's always something to talk about, like where we are, what we're doing, who's there, how they're doing it, why they're doing that way. And if you don't like being in the moment and you always constantly need to escape and talk about some bullshit, then I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the here and now and how to best escape the situation in case a shooter comes in or whatever. Is there anything more interesting than comedy right now? Yeah, tragedy, drama, horror. Right now, Succession is really interesting to me. I don't really. Yeah, I talk to Christy Vera sometimes. I occasionally talk to her. I just don't want to talk to her too much because it's like I don't want to get too invested with people that don't want to have sex with me. It's like I'm just gonna get frustrated. I'm just gonna be horny. I'm just gonna like constantly ask you to fuck me. So I'll just not talk to you so that I don't become fucking sad and rapey. So it's just like, what if you don't want to fuck me? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why wouldn't you want to fuck me? I'm so fucking hot. But also, it's like, if you don't want to do this awesome thing, ideally, I'd be having sex with everyone that I'm close with, excluding guys. But it's like, even if if I was bi, that'd be ideal. Like if I could just have sex with everyone, and then I could feel awesome all the time. It's like, I don't understand this like need to not have sex with people. So it's like I try to avoid people that don't want to have sex with me because it makes me feel bad. It makes me be like, why are you doing that? Why are you not having sex with me? Because like, even if I sort of liked a girl, and it'd just be nice and pleasurable to make each other come. Yeah, I stay up late. It's like a comedy thing. I stay up late. I do comedy open mics. I do comedy shows till 2 a.m. Um, you must have a bad relationship with your mom then. Well, I think that there's certain people that you don't have sex with, like your family. But if you're not your family and you're not having sex, then why? Why don't you have sex with people that you're not, whatever? Women are turned off by feeling sexually objectified. Well, they should fix that because like if someone wants to have sex with me, I'm not all fucked up by it. I'm not like, oh, you just see me as an object. Sometimes you're an object. Sometimes you're in line at Starbucks and you're just an object. I'm not like, how dare you objectify me? I'm not just an object. I'm a human being with thoughts and emotions. They'd be like, fuck you. Right now, to me, you're an object. You're standing in line and you're not moving. Move. You're an object. Be an object that moves. Being an object is like such a reductive way to look at sex. Oh, you just think that I'm an object. I don't have sex with objects. You're a human being, and right now I am emphasizing your sexual parts. That doesn't mean that I don't respect you. In fact, a lot of the people that I respect, I want to have sex with. So I'm actually respecting you. Just because I want to have sex with you doesn't mean I think you're a terrible person, or I don't know what that means. Why do you think that sex is a bad thing? I think this is just some Puritan bullshit. But yeah, you want to be a special object? I would love to be a special object. Yeah, I mean, I try to chill and connect with them in a real way. So Did you have a favorite subject in high school? My favorite subject in high school was probably band or something. I love doing stuff like that. Uh, I You can send me a flashlight. I would love to have sex with a flashlight. I mean, I said I don't have sex with objects, but I feel like a flashlight is a great object to have sex with. I would love to be on William's podcast. If he will have me, I would love to do it. I love math too. Math is so cool. I used to play trumpet in the band. Um, I love the freeform nature of it. I love that it was art. I love that there were friends I would just goof off. I was such a fucking menace in band. I was just being crazy. Um, it's just water. Do you have a weapon in your van in case someone tries to carjack you? I have a spear. It's a very beautiful spear. Let me pull it out to see how ready I am. Someone's talking. Is someone trying to stream snipe me? Or is someone about to get shot? If I get shot, at least it'll be live streamed. Someone record this. So this is my spear. This is how ready I am for action. I got this because I was camping in the woods in the desert. So you just pop it open, pop, and now you have a spear. And now you can stab people from far away. Hiya, hiya. And this is good because a gun takes fine motor movements, and in a panic situation, it's hard to like just move your finger. It's very unnatural, but in a panic situation, you have a spear, you're like, ah! This is more natural. So I don't need that much, I just stabbed my window. I don't need that much training with this. It's really hard to train with this. I look like a fucking idiot just waving my spear around. It's just it's pretty intuitive. Just gotta wait till they get close, and you just gotta go, hey, stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. And then I have like a homemade spear that I made from like this metal. But yeah, I mean, this is mostly for animals. With humans, I don't really want to use a spear because they might have a gun. Yeah, I'm not high. I'm not high at all. I'm sober as fuck. I've never done this high, and which is crazy because usually I get high a lot. I'm taking off my pants. What part of the body would you aim for? Probably center mass. Anything that you hit is good. I mean, I would just use 2 hands. A lot of people are running around, hopping in cars right now. What drugs usually have on weed? I always try to bring a spear to a gunfight. I don't know why people are saying I'm melting. I guess we're all melting into the earth. Yeah, I mean, if I really want to meet people, really look into their eyes as I murder them. Are you in your van right now, bro? Yes, bro. I'm in my van right now. This is the van. Do you believe in ghost paranormal stuff? No, I don't. I haven't believed in ghosts and paranormal stuff, and it really hasn't affected my life at all. Like, I think that if ghosts are real and I can not believe in them and then my life doesn't change, like, what's the point of ghosts? Like, it doesn't do anything, even if you believe in them. I should start whacking it. I don't think that I can monetize that, and hopefully, I can make money off of this. So yeah, has anyone tried breaking into your car while you were inside it? No, not really. My friend had that happen to him once, and he got into a fight. It's like he tested his doors, but I say just let him. If they're doing that, just let him fucking test the doors. After this, I'm probably gonna move to a different place. I'm gonna go to a park without Wi-Fi, just so I can chillax. Um, but yeah, I mean, if I start whacking off, I definitely can't monetize it. So I'm definitely not gonna start just jerking it right now. Um, where are the biddies at? I don't know if that's some internet reference or if that means bitches, but there are no bitches here right now. So very sad. I feel like I need to be happier. I need to be a more reliable source of happiness for girls. And then they'll be like, "Oh, I like him. He's so happy and fun. Whenever I hang out with him, he's always fun. So let me be hanging out with him 'cause it'll be fun. I'd rather hang out with him 'cause it's fun. He's always going to be fun. And this other guy, he's not as fun. So why would I want to hang out with him when I know for sure I can have so much fun with the other guy and that's fun?" So it's like almost like impossible, because then it's like if you're fun, then there's no reason for them to not hang out with you. So it's like you just got to be a positive impact in people's life. And sometimes I don't try to be a positive thing. I just do whatever the fuck I want. And why would you do that? That's so dumb. Why are you doing that? That's stupid. You shouldn't do that. And instead I should just be like, "Whoa, that's so cool. Whoa, that looks like a little penguin in an upside down human pyramid." Or just think of like crazy shit and just be like, I'm not logical, but hey, at least it's fun. But you have to be somewhat logical, or else the fun has no context and it's just not as fun. I feel bad for Asian men. Women are openly racist to Asian men. I'm not gonna lie, not sure why it's accepted in 2021. You know why women are openly racist to Asian men? Is because we are effeminate and not as sexy as black men. And that's just the way it is, you know. Some people are tall and handsome, other people are short and weak. And it's like, it's just like, what are you going to do? You're going to force them to find Asian men attractive, or just be like, hey, that's just, Asian men are not attractive. And just deal with that. Just deal with being unattractive. I don't want to be attractive. I've seen attractive people, and they're very attractive, but I don't want to live their life. I think their lives are empty and meaningless and pointless, and they're just meat bodies that are going to decay in 80 to 70 years, and they're going to die, and no one's going to give a shit because they were just a fucking meat body. I want to be something more than just this flesh. I want to fucking extend my consciousness beyond this realm. Some Asian women only date Asian men, and Asian women are some of the most attractive. That's true, but we have a home field advantage. Hans, you need to travel to Brazil. Heaven for Asian men. The girls stared at me all over Sao Paulo. They stared at you? I feel like I need something more than just stares. But yeah, I mean, we have a home field advantage. We grow up with them. The Asian women, the hottest women in the world, they have Asian men as father figures, and then they try to fuck their fathers later. So like, we do get that benefit. So it's like, it's not that bad, because at least as an Asian man, you get to fuck Asian women slightly easier. But yeah, I love Asian women, and I love boning them, even though they have no asses. Hans, do you think Asian trans women look better than black trans? Well, if you go to Thailand or whatever place where they're all doing that, then yes, they have perfected looking like women. I hate to break it to you, but there's attractive people of substance. LOL. Yeah, not that many. A lot more ugly people who are killing it. And I'm proud to be an ugly, because our people have extended our consciousness all throughout the world. Lincoln, Gandhi, others. I'm not really that familiar with the trans of different races. I'm not a chaser. I don't look for that. I don't mind if you do. I have a friend who's a chaser, and it's very interesting that he's like that. It's cool. Hans, women love BTS. You should put on makeup and dye your hair and look like a BTS group member. You think my goofy ass head would fit in a BTS band. If that BTS were all lined up and then I was there, I would look out of place. My head is too big. No one wants a big-headed man. Are you not trends? So yeah, I mean, transracial people are coping in a very public. You are not ugly, Hans. In fact, you have beautiful hands. Thanks, Jesse. Show your Spotify Wrapped. Here's the funny thing. I don't have Spotify because I refuse to pay for music. I grew up in the 90s and 2000s. I grew up where music was free, and I refuse to go backwards from that. I know that everyone else has welcomed the corporatization of the internet with open arms. They're like, oh, look, I can go on Facebook and I can talk to all my friends. This is so convenient. I'm not going to think about the downsides of this. But I remember an internet that was free, that was Maddox and Gorilla Page and Tucker Max. I remember the internet when it was just people talking to people and not a corporation controlling what you see and controlling your friends list so they can sell you more ads. And I long for that world again, and I believe that we can reach it again. We just need to banish Spotify back to where they came from. Go back to Sweden, you fucks. I go on YouTube and I get all my music from YouTube, which is still a corporation, but what are you gonna do? They monopolized videos. And then I got YouTube Vanced. It's like advanced without the AD. I don't know if that still demonetize me, but that will take away the ads. So now I have no ads. I have music. I make a playlist. I just play it from there. So unfortunately, I don't have a Spotify Wrapped. I wish I did. I wish I could, figure that out. But that's what I get for not having to pay $120 a year. That's not worth it. I don't want to pay $120 to know what music I listen to. I already know what music I listen to. I listen to the Greatest Showman soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. I listen to... I'm going to just show you right now. Other things that are awesome. Oh, it's just so awesome, my music. I'm actually really tired of my music. I listen to a lot of B. Miller. I listen to Cam. I listen to a lot of Nickel Creek. I listen to a lot of Ingrid Michaelson. I love Phineas. That's pretty much my shit, man. Do I pay for Netflix? No, I actually get Netflix from my family. I get Disney Plus from a friend. I don't have HBO anymore because they switched from HBO Max or HBO Go to HBO Max. And I had an HBO Go with my friend Grant that I met on the subway in New York. I miss New York. I love New York. New York is a great place. It just wasn't right for me because they don't give a shit about me. You only pay $5 for Spotify? That's if you're a student. Unless they cheapen the price. But yeah. I thought it was $10 a month for Spotify. Not everyone's a student, and I don't have a student account anymore. I used to do my sister's student account. I used to pay for Spotify like a chump, like a 2021 loser. Bruce Hornsby. 5 year, maybe it's $5 now. I don't know. I don't keep up with it because I pay $0. I'd rather pay $0 than $5 in terms of math. Okay, they charged $5. I was wrong. I'm a bad person. So NYC, I used to live in NYC for 3 years. I was a New York City rat, a comedy rat. I was doing comedy all over the city, doing 7 mics a day, being a fucking hustler. So I'm really enjoying comedy right now, where it's, a smaller city, but I get more exposure. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Conversation got boring. Damn, such a beautiful voice. It's actually only 3:30 a.m., so I don't give a shit. What did you go to college for? Mechanical engineering. 7 mics a day. Yeah, I do that sometimes here. 7 mics a day is fucking awesome, man. It's the way you're supposed to do comedy. Just joke after joke after joke. You come up with a new joke on Monday. By Tuesday, it's perfected. That's what Bill Burr said. Yes, I'm in my van. It's cold in NYC to live in a van. Luckily, I have a heater that heats up the van, so it's fucking dope. What's the best site to find popular open mics in NY? I heard they have a Facebook group, Indoor Outdoor Mics, but it used to be freemics.com. It's fucking crazy, man. New York is like fucking crazy. They got like paid mics. You got like different kind of mics. Not plosing. What is plosing on the mic? Do a joke about underachieving about Johnny Kim. Johnny Kim, it's like such a specific reference unless you've seen the meme. And please don't send it to me. I'm glad that you're thinking about me and that you think that I look like this other dude, but it's like nonstop. People have been sending me that shit like over and over again. Can you go back to engineering in the future if you want? Yeah, I could definitely go back to engineering in the future if I want. It's easy. Engineering is the easiest thing ever. You just have to like put everything into MATLAB or AutoCAD. Hans, you would make a good trans woman. Good cheekbones. I would need to do something about this giant chin. This is a turn off. Oh, here we go. 7 mics sounds crazy in a day. The dog plays b-ball, lol. Math. Why would he not be able to go back? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure there's some company that would hire me, you know? Maybe some people would be like, no, he's not he hasn't sacrificed his whole life like we have. You need to be able to dedicate all your time to this, and if you don't, then you're not a real whatever. But whatever, you know, like if I can do the job, you shouldn't screen people for a job based on like how brainwashed they are and how willing they are to sacrifice their life for the company. In an ideal capitalist free market economy, you should just pay people because of the benefit that they can provide your company. But it's not about that, is it? Because it's never just a fucking mathematical transaction. There's a lot more that goes on to humans than just benefit cost ratio calculations. You're looking at them, you're like, are you like me? Can I hang with you? Do you live the same lifestyle? Can I emotionally trust you, and spiritually are we on the same page? There's a lot of that going on, and if you're not with them on that specific wavelength, then a lot of people won't hire you, because it's not about whether you can do the job or not. We don't have an economy that's just like, practical. It's like, oh, you're doing the thing that you're supposed to. Here's some money, or else there'd be no cubicle workers that are just wasting their life surfing Reddit all day. It's about whatever. It's about compliance and whether you can help your boss maintain their delusion of whatever they think they're doing in the world. Yeah, I mean, you do need to stay involved, and it's like a big deal, but if I can do the job, then I should be able to do it. How do you expand your consciousness? Talking to others, doing drugs, watching crazy documentaries, listening to podcasts, on and on. All Asians look high except the angry-eyed ones. Stop questioning authority, says Trapbox Media. Well, I'm sorry, Trapbox Media, but I'm a free thinker, and you can't tell me what to do. Favorite documentary? I like Jiro Dreams of Sushi. I like others. I just can't think of any right now. If I see a list of documentaries, I can... Documentaries. Best. And I'll see which ones I've seen. I loved Black Whale or whatever. Big Fish or Blackfish. That was a good one. I liked... What else? My Octopus Teacher was good. It's not my favorite. What are my favorites? What are the classic documentaries? Bowling for Columbine. I love that the style of that what's his name? Michael whatever. The style where he's like very opinionated, and you can see the world from his eyes, and he's like, this is correct. This is the way the world should be. And it's not like that because these people are evil and stupid and dumb. I like that. I like that Alex Honnold documentary just because I was like, it was like an interesting thing. I've always been interested in rock climbing. I think it's very similar to comedy. It's like people just do it for the love of the game. I saw Tickled, which I watched because I was really into tickle porn. I'm still really into tickle porn. I love watching girls get tickled. But Tickled, it's interesting because it's mostly dudes, and I had to watch dudes get tickled, which I was not that into. Bloop. Hopefully I'm not revealing anything crazy right now. American Factory was great. I loved American Factory because it's like America is getting America'd by China. It's like China built a factory in America and now they're treating their workers like shit and they can't say anything because we treat our own workers like shit. So like, who are we to complain? Oh, you're gonna complain that China's treating your workers like shit? Like everyone's being treated like shit. Restrepo, I saw bits and pieces of it. Amy was so good. Blackfish, that's what I was talking about. Other documentaries. Yeah. So, those are my documentaries for tonight. Bowling for Wuhan. I know that Michael Moore is very controversial, but I think he's right for the most part. He did a podcast about the Portland protests where he was like, how do we support you? I'm trying to bring a spotlight to it. But he's like he's so like controversial that it's like sometimes he does more harm. But I think that if you hate him, then it's like, well, I don't want to turn anyone off, but like, that's your fault. So it's like, you just got to do what you got to do, and Michael Moore is doing whatever he's got to do. So, Pokemon favorite? Probably the Pikachu. Oh, I love Pikachu so much. Tell Tony Hinchcliffe that he sits down like Donald Trump stands up. I don't even know what that means. How can someone sit down like someone else stands up? Your neck is getting wrecked. Yeah, I know. I need to fix my neck. If you have stem cells, please send it to me and I can inject it. What is my favorite Pokemon? What haircut do you get? I get the self haircut. I did it myself and it's terrible. I fucking hate it. But whatever. Thanks for emailing me your stem cells. What's your favorite fast food restaurant? Panda Express. What's a bone setter? That sounds scary. Get a bone setter. I don't know what a bone setter is. Are you talking about a chiropractor? Joe Rogan hates chiropractors. And I hate him too. Do you have your booster shot? Not yet. Have you been to San Diego? You should get dreadlocks. I've been to San Diego. Thanks, man. It's actually not that good. Oh shit, Bone Setter is like Cairo but better. Dude, I'll have to check it out. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys so much. I love you.